Okay, so I'm kind of an amateur, but I just wanted to share these cards that I pulled on the Emerald Lotus Divination Twin Flame spread. So this is how this spread goes. Can you see that? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. And number 1 is a card that represents our energy. And this is like saying that you have political agendas. I still have to read my meanings because I don't have them memorized. I'm used to reading off just a regular deck of cards. But if you just want to look these up, this spread is fascinating. What our purpose is together in this life is the Ace of Swords. It's like you're going to bring great change and a following and enlightenment. Like you're going to uncover truths, which is something that I really firmly believe the whole purpose of Twin Flames is. And number 3, an important lesson we must learn in this life, and that's the Emperor. I have to look that one up. I think it was something about ruling and being honest and trustworthy or something. So light, truth, the unraveling of involved matters, public rejoice. Also, according to another reading, vacillation. Oh no, that's the Empress. The Emperor is a stability, power, aid, protection, a great person, conviction, and reason, which is totally what I think Twin Flames are supposed to be standing for in the first place. I think that we're meant to come here and create universal change by setting examples and being right fighters and standing up for what's right, you know, and trying to correct injustices that we see going on around us. And 4 is how we can grow from this lesson. The Ace of Wands. Da, 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 da. Ace of Wands is creation, invention, enterprise, the powers which result in these, principle, beginning, source, birth, family, origin, the beginning of enterprise. Like I've always thought that, you know, this upcoming generation, the ones that our enlightened selves have been raising and, you know, bringing up. It's kind of the same thing. When you're a twin flame, you're responsible for a large following. Like you're going to set examples, you're going to create change, and it's going to be everlasting, and it's going to be passed on to the younger generations and whatnot. We hope, right? Where are we at? Number 5. What our lives look like after this lesson. Which this one's so cool, and I love this part because it's like everything that you've had to go through to be the experienced, knowledgeable, superior, you know, leader-born entity. You may have had to go through like a really rough childhood, or just all kinds of terrible things could have happened to you, so that you will be trained in endurance and, you know, be able to just relate on many levels. That's all going to be gone. It's all going to be part of the past, and you're going to start a new chapter, a new book, a whole new life ahead of you, like a future. That's what's going to be left after this is all said and done. Unlike in the past, where a lot of times when you go through suffering, you're left with wounds and, you know, like PTSD or something, and it's just something that takes a while for you to adjust. This mission is so spiritually ordained, it's just going to flow magically, and everything's going to fall into perfect harmony and place. And so number 6 is something we can do to strengthen our bond. The Knight of Pentacles. And I think this was something to do with religion. It said anything to do with religion. I'm trying to remember just because I read it moments ago. Utility, serviceableness, interest, rectitude, responsibility. Oh, no. Okay, so, yeah. Everything that said. I'm thinking of a different card. Serviceableness, interest, rectitude, responsibility. So basically, like, just, you know, being the best that you can be, and making sure that you're ready to be the other half of this endeavor with your twin. It's probably the best thing that you can do is make sure that you're prepared. It's not necessarily like helping them change anything about themselves. But anyways, number 8 is going to be something that, oh, no, number 7 is a way we can heighten our vibration. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny, fortune, success, luck, felicity. For me, that's like focusing on the signs and the things that you see, that you know that this is something that was written before we came into play. This is not just luck. This is destiny. This is something that is magically falling into place. Like it's incomprehensible, more than coincidence. Looking at those kind of things empowers you. You know, praying on it and just looking for the answers and the signs. Number 8, something my twin is mirroring for me. I really love this one because, yeah, I think it's important that the twin souls can understand each other. Like, not one looks at the other as like, hey, you're my bad half and I'm the good half. But yeah, you just think that you're able to empathize or, you know, understand their situation. But really, the 5. This should be my new hobby. I'm pretty good at pulling the cards, but I just don't have them memorized. Blah, 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 blah. So it's degradation, destruction, reversal, infamy, dishonor, and loss. So yeah, it's like degradation, destruction, reversal. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people that are upset because there's a lot of powers that are, you know, twisted, and people that are in control that they're not going to be happy about losing their position. And they're going to try to make you look like the bad person because there's a lot of people that are judging pure innocence, you know, with malice. And you're going to look like the enemy to them. So that is something that your twin is right there with you. Like, you guys are equal on this endeavor. You share in the accountability of who's doing what, but you're, I don't know. You're representing it together as a whole, like a complete, like the feminine and the masculine, to whatever judge and jury is going to be present. Number 9, what can I do to help my twin reach their highest potential? And that's temperance reversed. For the amateur here. So that's the one that's things connected with church, religions, sex, the priesthood, also unfortunate combinations, disunion, competing interests. What I think that means is just like, my twin has never heard of twin souls, so I am sharing with him everything that I'm learning. I'm writing things like crazy, sending him letters. We're in separation. He's in prison right now for another 3 years. And we share everything that we learn, you know. He reads books, I send him stuff, and we just share with each other and discuss things and come to a oneness of mind, you know, on how we feel about things, so that we both have open perspectives and views and understand where each other's at. Anyways, I just thought that the cards were really awesome. If you have a better interpretation, I'd love to hear it. Like, I'm sure you probably do. I don't know if I did a good job or not. So, yeah, feel free to critique.